Okay, you guys, so I was on TikTok the other day and someone said box braids are out of style and you should only be rocking knotless braids here on out. Now listen, I get it. Knotless braids are super cute, but hear me out. Box braids tend to last longer, take a short amount of time to do, and most importantly, they're the only kind of braids I know how to do. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Brianna Queen, and listen, I can barely do hair. I cannot cornrow, I cannot use a curling iron, and I can barely part my hair straight, and yet I was still able to achieve this super cute curly box braid hairstyle. Interested in this beginner-friendly hairstyle, then keep watching. There are a few things you're going to need to achieve this hairstyle. You're going to need some pre-stretched braiding hair. This is in the color 1B, 56 inch from Janet Collection. I also wanted some brown in my hair, so I did purchase some brown hair, and I will link this down below. I purchased both of these from Amazon.com. You're also going to need some braiding gel to help you grip your hair and tame flyaways. I also use a braiding foam, and then I also recommend a comb to part your hair, rubber bands, bendy straws, and then a cup for your bendy straws. And this is totally recommended, not needed, but I also recommend a braiding rack because it's going to really help you to cut your time in half when it comes to braiding your hair, because you'll have your sections already sectioned out, and then some water because you know you might get a little thirsty during this whole thing. So my hair is already pre-stretched. I'm going to go ahead and just unravel my hair. I did feel like my ends were a little dry, so I did apply a little bit of oil to my hair just to keep it moisturized. So I'm going to be having braided up, and it is a protective hairstyle. As I said before, I'm not that great at hair, so I like to actually braid my hair from the front first and then work my way back. I know most people do it from the back and the front, but I prefer the front because that way I can look at the size of my sections and confirm if that is how big I want my hair. Because with box braids, the size of the section will determine the size of your braid. So for smaller braids, you have smaller sections, and for larger braids, you have larger sections. So I like to do from the very front to make sure that the section is just how I want it for my braids. So now I'm just gonna part my hair. I'm not that great at parting hair. You guys know that. I gave you a disclaimer. So I just try to part my hair as neatly as I possibly can. And the way I part my hair is I start by sectioning it into 2 sections, and then I try to straighten up as I go. So once I have my section, I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of hair gel to the roots just to help to tame flyaways, for me to make the braid neater, and then also to grip the braid. Once you have a section out, you want to take your hair, your pre-stretched hair, and you want to fold it in half so that it is 2 pieces. So once you have that, you want to take it and you want to take your hair extension or weave, and you want to get it as close to your root as possible. Once you have that weave as close to your root as possible, you want to take the left piece of hair and then you want to cross it over to your middle strand. Then you want to take the right strand and you want to cross it over to the middle. And I know that kind of sounds weird, but it's pretty easy once you get the grip of it. Take the left piece of hair, put it to the middle. Take the right piece of hair and then put it to the middle. And you just keep doing that. So with weave, you know, especially if you don't have really long hair, what happens is you'll run out of your own hair to braid. So this is where you want to take a section of the left piece of and then add it to the middle where your real hair is. By doing this, you'll never run out of hair. So take a left strand of your hair and cross to the middle, then the right strand of hair, cross to the middle, and then once you get a few inches down, take a small section of your hair extension from the left side and add it to the middle so that you don't run out of hair. And then from there, you just braid it going left to right. Left goes to the middle, right goes to the middle. And then I just braid it down until I get to pretty much my neck. I don't like to do all of my braids the same length. So with some of the braids, I'll stop at my neck. Some of the braids, I'll stop at my armpit so that it just looks more natural. It's not super, super strict with where I end the braid and where the curl will begin. And then once you have a few inches of hair, you want to go ahead and secure your braid. Make sure you have at least, I say at least like 3 inches of hair that's not braided so that you can curl it at the end. I've done the front of my hair, and then I've also done the back. And the way I do, so on the back, so I have a little bit left. So the way I do my hair is I do the first 3 rows in the front just to make sure it is how I want it. And then I start working from the back. And that way, if I had to go somewhere, like yesterday I didn't feel like cooking dinner, so my husband and me, we went out to eat. So I just had to like put my hair up in a high bun, and you can't see that I'm like not finished in the middle. So I was able to like hide the hair that wasn't done yet. And then like in the morning I work out, and I knew like, okay, if I work out tomorrow morning and my hair's not done in the middle, I'll feel stupid. So if I just have my hair up in a bun, you can't tell. So that is the update, and that's how I kind of like do my hair, because for one, I am very slow, and it always takes me 2 days to do my hair. And then on top of that, I do watch like TV and stuff while I do my hair, so that's why. So I just want to give you guys a quick update on the braids. I'm going to go ahead and finish the last of it, and then I'm going to show you guys how I curl my hair. So some of the clips I had did not record, so I'm going to show you guys how I was able to curl one side of my hair to achieve the curl look like the other side. So like I told you guys, when I am braiding my hair, I don't braid all of them the same length. Some of them will be longer, some of them will be shorter. I just find that it looks more, I like it like that. So when I go to curl my hair, I like to curl no more than 2 braids together. I'll brush the hair and then I'll take a bendy straw and just wrap the hair around the bendy straw. And when it comes to curling my braids, I like to find 2 braids that are around the same length so that I can braid them together and that both of the straight pieces will be curled together. So again, just taking the hair and twisting it around the bendy straws. I'll link the bendy straws that I use down below. I did purchase these from Amazon as well. And just going through and curling all of the pieces with the bendy straws. And then once all the hair is wrapped up, take a cup of hot water. I like to boil water, and once it starts steaming, then I'll put it in a cup. I don't like it to like be too hot, but just steaming, and I'll dip the rollers with the hair into the water for no longer than 30 seconds. And I'll just dip it in there and repeat each curl to get that. And make sure when you're doing that you have a towel wrapped around your shoulder so you do not burn your shoulder, don't get water everywhere. This is the best thing I can tell you. Have a towel wrapped around your shoulder, and then just dip all the curls into your water one at a time, or maybe like 2 if it can fit into a cup at a time. And then once the curls have been dipped in water, I like to just go ahead and unravel the braids from the roller, and this is what it should look like. Ta-da! Nice and curly. And I love this method because the curls, they stay, they last, don't get super frizzy. It literally lasts like this for over a month. If you keep your box braids in for like 6 to 8 weeks, the curls will last. I'm not good doing hair. I don't enjoy doing hair. I discovered this hairstyle, and I say discovered, I figured out this hairstyle because I was going on vacation and my braider had an emergency come up and she couldn't do my hair. So I was like, crap, what can I do for my hair for a vacation? I watched some videos, some TikToks, some Pinterest videos, and I came up with like this hairstyle, and I loved it. I loved it while I was on vacation. So now it's a hairstyle I can rock. I recommend it when you're going on vacation, you want a protective hairstyle, or maybe you're just trying to save some coins, because getting your hair braided these days, it is pretty pricey. So this is a good way that you can do your hair. It's still cute, even if you're not great at doing hair. So I do have some straggly ends. I'm going to go ahead and cut the straggly ends of the pieces that did not curl well with some scissors. And then also I do have some braids that have rubber bands on them. I'm going to cut that. So when you're dipping your braids in the water, a lot of the rubber bands I have found will actually just break and fall apart off the braid. But some of the rubber bands will stay. I don't like the rubber bands on my hair once I have my curls. So I go ahead and remove those rubber bands. If you want to keep the bands on your hair, keep them. But for me, I just like to remove the bands off of my braids once my hair is curled, because it will not unravel. And I did finish my hair by adding some braiding foam. Unfortunately, my camera did not record that part, but go ahead and add some foam to your hair once you're finished. And this is the final look, a super easy box braid hairstyle with curly ends that even a beginner can do. And the great thing about this hairstyle is it will last, and it's a protective hairstyle, and you're saving those points. Check out my soft faux locks video for beginners as well, and I'll see you guys in my next video.